Uganda has over 4.9 million hectares of gazetted forests and woodlands, and these cover about 24% of the total land area. 30% of Uganda's forests are in protected areas managed as 191 local forest reserves, 506 central forest reserves, national parks, and wildlife reserves. The remaining 70% are in the hands of private management. These forests support growth of several sectors, including industries and agriculture, a backbone to household and national economy. It is an important source of energy, ecological integrity, and a livelihood to all Ugandans.
They are crucial for rain formation. They are crucial for filtering the water for human consumption. And because of that, we should protect them. We should not encroach. Don't encroach on the mountain top, because then you are interfering with the filtration of the water into the ground, which then becomes a spring. And that's when you cultivate on the hillsides, you cultivate in contours.
Due to unison of population growth, economic growth, poverty, insecure tenure, and poor governance in the past, Uganda's forest estate is faced with vast forest degradation.
The drivers are quite many. One of them is the expansion for agricultural land, both for subsistence and commercial purposes, into our forestry land and bushlands. The second one is unsustainable harvesting of forestry products for charcoal, firewood, and timber.
National Forest Authority estimates that Uganda lost average of 200,000 hectares of forest annually from 1990 to 2015. And when this is compared with the 7,000 hectares that are planted every year, the deficit remains huge. The recent prolonged drought that many attest to as a result of human activities on Uganda's forest estate is one immediate observable impact.
We need the wood for firewood, where over 90% depend on fuel wood for their energy requirements in the country. We need land for agriculture to produce food, to feed the growing population. So you find people encroaching on forest land for agriculture.
Drought and famine have equally affected many in their drier parts of the country, like Karamoja. Floods and landslides have killed and displaced people in Bududa and Kasese in the recent past. And this is largely because the remaining forests are unable to provide the ecosystem and environmental services they originally offered.
They lease them out for charcoal burning, and that's how we've lost forest cover because of that, because they thought they have to use that to maintain the district's income.
Reduction of emissions from deforestation and forest degradation REDD+ is a government of Uganda adopted mechanism to reduce carbon emissions that are as a result of forest degradation and creating a financial value for the protection of carbon stored in forests.
We want to reduce emissions from deforestation and degradation. But we're also looking at it now from the bigger picture of reduction of emission as far as carbon is concerned.
REDD+ mechanism will be delivered through the proposed strategic options.
One of them is climate smart agriculture, sustainable land management, harvesting of rainwater. So we want to have a strategic option on integrating wildfire management in our plantations, in our natural forests, in whatever we do in our forestry management.
These require commitment from development partners and government at all levels.
These agencies under the UN National Joint Program have worked with other development partners, including the World Bank, the Forest Carbon Partnership, as well as the Austrian Development Corporation, in support of government through the Ministry of Water and Environment, to implement the RED preparedness program in Uganda.
So I would like to appeal to the partners, but also to government, to really come and support this program, because ultimately it will help us achieve our desired vision, the Vision 2040, but also to be able to reach the middle income status without compromising the natural resources that are critical for that process to go on.
Therefore, Ugandans need to rally behind every effort to reduce environmental dilapidation. Report compiled by Abraham Robert Bwaita for UBC News.